is red dye number 3, which is found in a whole bunch of different products from the Hostess cupcakes to fucking Frito-Lay chips to it's into Gatorade drinks, Powerade drinks, and a whole bunch of different stuff. Then we got potassium bromate. We got bromated vegetable oil, and then let me get this word. We got propylparaben.
That's right.
These are all additives that has been in the food, and I'm whoop de whoop age though, right? So I've been eating this shit for a minute. You feel me?
I like that. I like that.
You know
How
what
old
I
is you, nigga? I
mean?
whoop de whoop. Hey,
What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling, I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough.
Welcome to the Best Way to Smoke podcast, and you smoking with Big J.
and Serpo Jr. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and tell a friend, and then hit that notification bell, and then tell some more friends.
And tell your cousins, your mama, your uncles, your sisters, your brothers. But yeah, man, we thank everybody for tuning in and tapping in with us, man. All the subscribers, man. You know, spread the word, man. Tell people, tell people what's going on. And we glad to be back in action. You know what I mean? With the Best Way to Smoke podcast. And
Yes,
before we
yes.
yes, and before we jump into the show, we always do the best way to smoke tip. And today's tip is when you go to dispensaries, don't be afraid to ask questions about the cannabis that you're going to be purchasing or that you're looking to purchase. Everybody body makeup is different. Everybody can take the shit differently. So, ask the questions. You might have tried something before and had a bad experience or whatever, or a good experience. So, man, ask the questions so you don't get that if you had a bad experience, and ask, the questions and get that if you had that good experience. Try to find what, gave you that good woo wop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And that goes beyond just asking, what's this?
Right.
And they just give you the name. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll go with something, the name sound cool. Oh, the name sound like it's gonna have me lean back. You know what I'm saying? You get to the crib or whatever it may be, and you like, oh my goodness. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So when you say like don't be afraid to ask, you know what I'm saying? Ask the question. Ain't no dumb questions when it comes to this cannabis stuff.
Not at all, because you definitely got to know. You feel me? And that's the best way to smoke tip. So we gonna jump into we got it's kind of like a question, like you know what I mean. In the world of cannabis and the way cannabis is just so out there, weed is out there like a motherfucker though. It's out there. You can get access to it in so many different ways. So, and with dealing with youngsters, with kids and stuff, and having kids, the same way you'll sit down and have a conversation with your kid about sex. Do you think that a parent should sit down and have that same conversation with their kid about cannabis? What you think, Cuzzo?
Me, I think like with the developments, you know what I'm saying, and how things are going, yes. Because it's like it's something that's like within the US, you know what I'm saying? This shit is worldwide. Young to old, old back down to young. You know what I'm saying? So this how you say, like when you going like with our tip. If you don't know what you smoking on, everybody's body makeup is different. It'll hit you different. So if you are a parent and you know something about cannabis, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be talking about this shit and don't know, you know what I'm saying, what it is. But if you are a parent, you are involved in cannabis, meaning you smoke, and if you just do your research, I think you should. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's a new topic in today's age. Like where is cannabis like not talked about? Where is cannabis like not used? You know what I'm saying? So for our youth, yes, I think so.
Let
No,
me
yeah,
let
yeah.
me ask a question real quick though, because what I when you have that conversation, should that be part of a larger conversation about drugs, or should it be just about cannabis? What do you guys think?
I think it should be a larger conversation about drugs, but just to start it off with the initial conversation about cannabis and lead into them, because to me personally, cannabis is not a gateway drug. To me personally, I don't believe
Hmm.
it's a gateway drug, a gateway medicine. You know what I mean? I don't believe that though. But some people believe that it can lead to other things and stuff like that. So yeah, most definitely, I believe that you should initially have that conversation about weed and lead it into all them other drugs because you definitely want your kids to know what's going on because you don't want just anybody coming to present them with something that they don't know about and oh it's fun, oh try this, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree with that too, though, and that actually comes with that talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because once you talk about it, you're educating the child on it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, if that's reciprocated, you know what I'm saying, and received, you ain't gonna be able to like too much slide no bullshit up under there. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time that we have these talks with our kids, you know what I'm saying? You got to listen too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the information that we get, you got to realize too, though, this shit is like all our kids have smartphones. You know what I'm saying? And best believe they doing their researches and stuff about it too. Because like some of them are actually trying to find like the good part about it. You know what I'm saying? Versus the bad part about it. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to use the shit too though. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Some of these kids right now, like they probably schooling the parents.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like a two-way street, and that talk as far as like going into a gateway drug, this, that, and the other, that'll be all like within the conversation of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not gonna be just like no one night thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you
A
talk, you know what
continuous
I'm saying? Certain
conversation.
conversations come. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that'll come through because that's a whole topic within itself. The kid may come and ask you, well, I heard somewhere else that this is a gateway drug that'll get you hooked on this over here. Bam. If you're a parent, you know what I'm saying, that's inside of this shit, you know what I'm saying, you know what's popping, that's the conversation to have right there. You know what I'm saying? So it just this it's not just no open and shut conversation.
Oh no, definitely, it's definitely a continuous conversation because you got the flower. You got so many different ways to take it. You know what I mean? You got the
Hmm.
tinctures, you got drops, you got um
The
the
edibles.
edibles, you know what I'm saying? And then you got the flower and it's a trip, man. I go for a walk, every morning. You know what I mean? Just about every morning. I'm gonna say about 5 days out the week, right? And I walk close to a high school, and it's a trip, it's a park right there next to the high school. And it's a trip to see so many kids out there blowing, even though I was there too though. But in my older age, since being an older person, it's like, damn, I be looking like, damn, why don't y'all little motherfuckers just go to school? You know what I mean? And I see so many different kids smoking weed in the morning before they getting ready to head to school or not head to school or whatever. You know what I mean? So,
Hmm.
and it just brought the thought to my mind, like, damn, I wonder if they talk to their parents, about cannabis and shit. And it make me think about my youngest son, because I got it. My youngest son is 14 years old. You know what I mean? So with him, I ask him a lot of questions, and I constantly tell him like, um, don't just if somebody give you some candy or some shit, even chips or whatever, cookies, man, don't just take anything and eat it because it's some sweet shit. I want to eat the shit though,
Yeah.
or some hot shit because you never know where that could lead to. You know what I mean? That's why I make sure he got some bread to say, man, I'm gonna go buy my own bag of chips or I go buy my own candy. You know what I mean? Thank you though. I don't need that, man, because it's like just like we heard about a while back, them kids at school. I think it was at a high school or something. They
Yeah.
got a hold to some cannabis edibles, and
If they overdose.
right, like they quote unquote overdose. You know what I'm saying? But it was something that was publicized though, because you know people that don't like this industry, they always try to find a way to frown on us, to shine a light on us to make things look bad though. But I believe though, we take the proper steps and do the proper education to our kids. And like you
Hmm.
said, it's a lot of terminologies out there now because shit change every day that the kids teaching the parents about. You know what I
Real
mean?
talk.
And just even with having them conversations, you want to make sure that you have enough let me say openness, you know what I mean, to where your kid feel free to express that to you, because you never know, man. I think just about a lot of kids that have been approached, oh, you smoke weed, or by their friends and peers and stuff like that. especially as you get older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I like for the people, like if you like if you listening, like what Big J just described to you, okay, is cannabis a topic worth talking to your kids about, like as you do the sex talk? How do I do that? You know what I'm saying? If you pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Like Big J just gave you an opener. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you have like a 14-year-old, even down to like 11, 12, because the influence is everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like keep them with their own little change in their pocket. Don't take just any old candy, from anybody. That's a leading question. Oh, why? You know what I'm saying? This candy is good, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's an opener. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't know how to like get up in there and open that and try to start that up, you know what I'm saying? That's a perfect way right there.
Man, cause and I think too though, it definitely starts in the home though, because we
Hmm.
can't expect or we shouldn't want our kids to learn certain things from in the streets. You know what I mean? You want to be the home base to where they can say, "Damn, my mom told me about that. My dad told me about that." Okay, so now I know the signs to look for. Okay, these motherfuckers trying to peer pressure me. I ain't never tried this. I ain't, I'm not into that. You know what I mean? Like me, it's open. It's open in my home, as far as I keep my shit put up and stuff like that. But my son know I smoke weed. He know what
Hmm.
I do. He know about the Best Way to Smoke podcast. He know what's going on. You know what I mean? But like I tell him, in some conversations we had, I prefer you not to smoke weed until you get to a certain place where you need to be. You know what I mean? Preferably finish high school, finish school and see where you gonna go with yourself. Then, if you want to indulge, indulge. You know what I'm saying? But I look at it like this too. If it's a situation to where, just say he might want to say, okay, my mom and dad told me all this, but I still want to try it, and because this motherfucker just laughing like a motherfucker or this and that, and he gets to that point, it's not like I'm going, as long as he honest with me, I'm not going, you know, beat him down about the shit. We
Hmm.
gonna just talk and have dialogue and get an understanding, and then if it's something, just say, do you like it? Soon as he say yeah, I know it's something he gonna do again, even if I tell him not to. You know what I'm saying? So I, I,
Yeah.
I would take another route and just tell and maybe tell my son, if it's something you want to indulge in, as long as you keeping your grades right and shit like that, do that shit at home. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You could do that shit at home, but if it's a situation where your grades and stuff not right and you can't maintain shit, oh nigga, I'm drug
It's a
testing you.
problem.
Yeah, I'm drug testing you every week. You feel me? Nigga, no, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
just gonna have to be how it is. Cause like I had a cousin who had, with my younger cousin, she found out that she was smoking weed. You feel me? And she called me to ask me about it. And I said, well, she really shouldn't be doing it though. But I mean, shit, cuz what her grades look like? Oh, she got A's and B's. She maintaining it. How long she been blowing? Oh, she been blowing for shit, maybe about 8 to 9 months now. I said, okay, well, I mean, I said, cuz well, if she maintaining, I mean, just make it comfortable for her to do it at home so she won't have to be in the streets or trying to sneak out, because then you create a whole nother monster when they feel like they got to sneak and they can't be honest. And it's just the world we
Hmm.
live in, though. You feel me? So you got to be kind of open to shit versus being closed minded to it, because it'll lead to distrust. Oh, I can't tell my daddy this. He gonna wookie woo woo
Hmm.
woo. It's already shit that he ain't gonna tell us anyway. But certain things like that can be critical for their health and their mind. You would definitely want them to be feel open to come, communicate.
Most definitely. Like mine, you know what I'm saying? I got a 17-year-old. She know about the best way to smoke and all that shit. If you know me, you know what I'm saying? That's my spitting image. You know what I mean? We got a whole lot of similarities. So with that one said, it's just like the same thing. Like how you told your cousin, like, is the grades cool? You know what I'm saying? Is you keeping your parents and stuff up? You know what I'm saying? All that stuff cool. Be like, okay, you straight. You know what I'm saying? But the honest when you say right there. You know what I'm saying? The child and the parent, they both gotta be honest within that exchange. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Because it's like I knew like when mine when mine was dipping and dabbing trying to like sneaker roach here, you know what I'm saying? Like get this here, you know what I'm saying? But when you lie about this shit, that's what like kind of pisses you off. Me
Like a
personally as a
motherfucker,
parent.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Don't fucking lie about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like me getting parenting from mines. You know what I'm saying? Like Pop just tell me it's like shit, once they started, it ain't too much stopping it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And as you say, you know what I'm saying, this is time when the talks come. You know what I mean? Like keep this up. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to smoking, you know what I'm saying, make sure you do this. You know what I'm saying? Keep this up. And me on my end, I be trying to keep her little ass on her toes. And it's working for me.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't do this shit around me in my face. You know
Yep.
what I mean? It's like have proper etiquette. Don't just like leave shit like lingered around, you know what I'm saying, where motherfuckers know it's you or whatever it is.
Yep. Hey, cuz
You know what I'm saying?
back up too a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, I tell like, you know what I'm saying, clean up behind yourself. Don't leave too many remnants and shit around to where it's like you just making it like, what the hell. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be all good. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Like mine, she's 17. Well, she'll be 17 in a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Her grade is cool to
Yep.
me. You know what I'm saying? She keep her little appearance up. She try to have her little own swag.
Yep. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
little
And it's
cuzzo got swag though for sure.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest realizations is it's like you have to open this dialogue unforcefully. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like you can't like impose your will on the child. You know what I'm saying? Even though this is your child, you brought the motherfucker in, you can take the motherfucker out. So it's the parent phrase.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's still their own individual person.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So don't try to like make and force. You know what I'm saying? Just talk. You know what I'm saying? Exchange. That'll
Yep.
make that the process a whole lot easier.
Yep, a whole lot easier, and it's understanding, and for them to really, for them to understand and you to understand, like you said though, they got to understand you're a child and you're in a child place, and you still got to listen to me. It's my rules,
Yes,
regardless. You
indeed.
feel me? It's my rules. So if I choose and say I don't want you doing that, then I will hope that you don't do that though. But like I said before, like me being me, my mother wasn't a weed smoker coming up. You feel me? My mama would take her little sippy sips and shit like that. She didn't smoke cigarettes or smoke weed or none of that shit though. You know what I'm saying? So she was kind of like, I ain't gonna say against it back in the days, but she wasn't like with it. You feel me? So a lot of the things I did, I kept it away from moms.
Yeah.
She she couldn't know until she could know. I remember one instance though. She, I had a gang of bud. Probably like a quarter pound of some stress. And I had it hidden in my closet in the dirty clothes, and she was going to. I don't know why my dumb ass put it in the dirty clothes though. You know what I'm saying? So she go in the dirty clothes to get my clothes, to wash my clothes and shit, and she find it. You feel me? And she went the fuck off. You know what I mean? She went off. And my older brother took the blame for it though. You feel me? I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big bro took the blame for it though. But down the line, I told moms it was me and stuff like that though. But it just goes to say every parent is different. And like I said, like
Mhm.
my mom was kind of strict on it, so I tried to hide shit. And I
Yeah.
told myself with mines when I get a little older, I mean when they get older, I don't want them to kind of hide stuff. Like, and then I got another story with my oldest son. No, you know what I mean. So this how this little his little ass do me, right? This how his little ass do me. A nigga, I walk in his room to talk to him, right? I'm talking about something with school, so I'm like, damn, I smell some weed, man. So I'm like, his eyes immediately get big as a motherfucker, right? So then I'm like, damn, you smell that? He looking like, no. So I open his closet. Bam, there go his backpack. I see his backpack. So I grab his backpack and I'm like, damn. I said, okay. I unzip it. He had like a half a joint in that motherfucker, right? So I said, oh, you smoking weed now, huh? He said, no, this is my friends. He asked me to hold it for me.
That's famous, bruh.
Yeah. So,
That's famous.
but it immediately made me upset because I'm looking in
Yeah.
his face, and I'm like, come on, bruh. So I asked him about 6 more times. I said, so you smoking weed, huh? Oh no, that's my friends. You know what I mean? So he had to deal with his consequences for that situation. You know what I mean? But he probably he was scared to tell me, even knowing that I
Yeah.
smoke weed though. But at that time, with my other kids, I kind of I wasn't as open as I am with it right now. I kind of kept it outside the house type shit though. I go out
Mm.
and blow. I wouldn't keep my shit put up tight and stuff like that though. But it was just a trip. It's just a trip to see, to know that everybody is different and everybody going do it a different way. But as when it comes to your kids, you definitely want to make sure that you have that open dialogue to be openness in the relationship, to be able to have that open dialogue about cannabis and drugs, about the
Yeah.
medicine of cannabis and drugs, because like Solomon said, starting that conversation there, and it'll take you to all these other different things, that's out there that could be harmful to a kid.
Yeah. Like me coming up like with that, I didn't too much had those problems to I ain't gonna even say problems, but I didn't have those encounters to where I had an issue with my parents with it. Like on my mama's side of it, it was pretty much bad if I went and did the shit away from her. She like, if you gonna smoke, you finna do the shit right here so I can
Mhm.
see. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much, you know what I'm saying, to look out for me. And then with Pops, like he didn't approve or he didn't disapprove. You know what I'm saying? He always like had to talk that like allow me to think for myself. You know what I'm saying? If you do it, you come around me, you finna get fucked up. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? But sometimes like I didn't too much get caught. You know what I'm saying, when I was doing it. And the
Right.
times that I probably did get caught, no, I didn't get in trouble in a way to where it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm finna get boated up, but I got in trouble to the fact of, you know what I'm saying, of being like clown pretty much.
Right.
Pops, if he catch me, he'll like have a motherfucker stand in front of the heater while the heater on. You know what I'm saying? Or like just have a nigga stand in front of the living room while he watch a TV show or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Knowing I'll probably be blowed, but it wasn't that type of issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like I think like with Pops, like I think I respected the fact I probably started even smoking weed around him. Like my daughter probably was like 10, 11, 12 or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I started being comfortable with actually like smoking around.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And it's like with moms, it was probably about like the same. Like she know I smoke around her, but I wouldn't smoke with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like they always gave me the game of their perspective. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like just be aware. They always done that. You know what I'm saying? But I never had to like I was out in the streets. So I
Yep.
didn't have to like too much hide the shit.
Right. 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 And then yeah, like my pops was opposite for moms though too though. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
remember one time I was outside finna get ready to go to my neighborhood, and I had a I
That's the
had
Scott side.
yeah, yeah. I had a joint. Some fire ass chronic. I was like 14 years old. So Pops pull up. I'm talking on the joint though, on the side of my building and shit. Pops pull up. I try to, tuck the he like, boy, what you got right there? I'm thinking he finna be on the nigga head though, right? He said, I showed him. He was like, let me see that. He lit that motherfucker up and hit him. I said, that's right, Pops. We had our little talk and shit though, but I was like, that's right, Pops.
Huh. I can see that. I'm cool as a motherfucker
Yeah.
though. And I could just see like hitting that motherfucker like, all right.
Yeah, yeah, man. But look though, it just goes to say, look, we definitely need to be on our kids, and to have this conversation with your kids is definitely important. To sit down, talk to them. Have they, been around weed? Have they tried weed? Have they have any of their friends around them had it and stuff like that? So it's definitely important to sit down and have that dialogue with your kids, especially as they get older in this day and age that we live in. So we gonna
Hmm.
slide off to some shit that Governor Newsom did. Governor Newsom, he just recently signed some new cannabis bills into effect. And we highlighted some of them a couple weeks ago. So we're gonna highlight one that actually went into effect, and then we're gonna jump into another one that got vetoed. That's not
Mm.
that's not going to go into effect at this time. So, and another law that was just signed in, it's Assembly Bill 1021-1021. In this law right here, if this law would allow doctors to prescribe and distribute cannabis if cannabis is rescheduled. It don't just say cannabis though. The bill says any Schedule One drug that's rescheduled will be allowed to be prescribed by doctors and also distributed by doctors and stuff like that. So for me personally, in my opinion, I think that's something good because it's a lot of things. That's even if it get there though. I don't want to jump all into that monster though. That's even if it just get rescheduled though. But I think if it do get to that point and it happens, I think it's a good thing, especially for a lot of people that deals with certain things that cannabis can help with versus taking a medicine. I mean, first
Mm.
taking a medication like a pill or some shit like that though. Oh yeah, my back is hurting. Oh, we got these with some Norcos for you or something. Oh no. Oh, I can get some cannabis and it'll help with my back pain. I don't have to take some Norco pills that's gonna fuck up my liver too and fuck up this and mess up that. Oh, okay. So I think it's a good thing. It'll give a lot of people an opportunity to get healthy and kind of get off of them hard pills and shit like that.
That's true. There's real fast again. What's the Senate bill? Is Senate bill what?
It's Senate bill. It's Assembly Bill
Assembly
1021.
bill. Assembly Bill 1021, which will allow like if cannabis is rescheduled, meaning taken off the Schedule One, and there's talks of it being down to Schedule Three.
Yep.
All in
Actually
all,
anything, no. Any Schedule One drug, if it's rescheduled to something lower, it can be distributed. So they mentioned in psilocybins and the mushrooms and stuff with that
yeah.
also. Yeah.
All right, it's like that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm all with it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like if it is rescheduled and like put in that class to where it's like where prescription medicines are prescribed and distributed, you know what I'm saying? It's like that's kind of like automatic. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm saying like, yeah, that's cool because it's like it's taken off this schedule. Now your doctor, you know what I'm saying, you can have a better rapport with your doctor to get away certain medicines that'll like mess you up in other different ways. Man, that's cool. But it's like, and I don't even want to sound like devil's advocate, but it seems like that'd be automatic given to the people. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Because if this is being rescheduled and it come down, like duh, like you know what I'm saying, it goes on with different guidelines. You know what I'm
Right.
saying, different rules. You know what I'm saying. We in a whole different lane now. You know what I'm saying. So it's like why you trying to like juice it up to be like, oh, if this be brought down to schedule such and such, you know what I'm saying, your doctor will be able to give you the prescription and at the same time give you some baby Skywalker. You know what I'm saying?
On the real.
But it's like like to me, I just feel as if like you polishing it up a little bit too much. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? Just allow us to know like what is potentially to happen. You know what I mean?
On the
Because once
real.
it get there, it's like best believe, you know what I'm saying, we as cannabis enthusiasts, you know what I'm saying, connoisseurs, however you want to put it, we're gonna know, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, now my doctor can give me this and this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you trying to like dress this cake up a little bit too much.
Hey, do you think more people will go to the doctor? Because it's a lot of motherfuckers that don't
I
go.
mean,
I think yeah, I think it'll be a
hell
lot
yeah,
more doctor's appointments and stuff like that
yeah.
though.
But look, yeah. I know we both laughing about it right now, though. But you got to realize a lot of people are probably scared to even go to the doctor because a lot of the side effects
Of the
of the
medicines.
medicine.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Even some of them shots. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Oh, it's the doctor. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, I'm going to the doctor. I feel good. But now I'm leaving out this motherfucker from what you gave me. I feel kind of like fucked up. Now I
Mm-hmm.
gotta go back, you know what I'm saying, for this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Motherfuckers is scared of that. You know what I'm saying? But with the research that's readily available to people about cannabis, CBD, you know what I mean? And you mean to tell me like, oh, the doctor can prescribe me my shit and give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors, you may, you know what I'm saying, find your way back in the medical field, shit.
On everything, on everything, man. So I suggest, and we suggest that best way to smoke. If you in the cannabis world, or even if you involved it in any kind of way, pay attention to know what's going on. You know, with it's a lot of different assembly bills that was passed, that were passed, and it's some that were vetoed. So we're gonna talk about one that was
Hmm.
vetoed that a lot of people was looking forward to happening. So Governor Newsom in California, he vetoed Senate Assembly Bill, 374, which would have allowed cannabis cafes and which would have allowed dispensaries to be able to sell foods and goods that's not cannabis infused. It would have opened the doors for them kind of things and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And not having a deep understanding of why, I just believe that that shit should have slid through, man. You know,
So when you say vetoed, it's like he's against the cafes.
right, right.
I knew he was a custer.
And I think some of some of what I seen, right, some of what I seen was him saying, you know, if they allowed that, it'll open up these other doors that of not so good shit. You know, it won't help this and it won't help that. You know, I think shit, it creates revenue. You know, it creates jobs. You know, because you know it creates opportunities for a lot of these people that's in the industry that can't get in the door the way they want to right now. Maybe okay, well, shit, well, fuck it, I could open up a lounge, and you know, and maybe
Mm.
have these other products and other things that people could come try. But in all, they still coming to indulge in cannabis through my business, you know, in my cafe. You know what I mean? I think that shit should have slid through, you know. And for the people that really want to, you know, dig into it and see why not, that's in that realm, in that lane, man. Go check out some of the bills that was vetoed. Go check out the bills that was vetoed by Governor Newsom.
Mm. All right. Look, I come back to the veto, but it just something just hit my mind from the last topic we were just on, as far as like the rescheduling. Because I had a conversation with somebody, you know what I'm saying, with like within the social media, and they're within the medical field, work with hospice patients,
Right.
you know, and some of the medicines that they give, that they say that they give to the patients, a lot of the times it makes it worse. You know what I'm saying? And then you have some of the ones, I'm gonna use the word renegade, you know what I'm saying, in the best possible way. Because, you know what I'm saying, they go and they'll bake some edibles, or they'll get some edibles, you know what I'm saying, and just like share with their patients. And they'll see, you know what I'm saying, life giving in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Things eased or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that was just a conversation that I was having, you know what I'm saying, on social media.
Right.
And it's like if this is rescheduled from schedule one down to wherever, if your doctor can prescribe you a medicine, even in situations as such, man, that's a big thumbs up. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So if you in the cannabis world, in the cannabis community, you know what I'm saying, look into that. You know what I'm saying? See how you can, you know what I'm saying, lend a helping hand inside of that right there for people who actually need the good stuff. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? In the best possible way. You know
man.
what I'm saying? But jumping back on forward to the veto, you know what I'm saying? If he got vetoed, you know what I'm saying, that means it's like the people that band together was like, nah, you're not gonna put this into play. It's like it's so much more that can happen if this come into play. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? As you say, it's got job opportunities, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying, community opportunities.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like the people, your voice is being heard. You know what I'm saying? If it's like, because if it got vetoed, it's not set in stone, like boom, this is off the table. It's up
Mm-hmm.
for reconsideration.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So find out all the information that you can. You know what I'm saying? And all the locations, especially in Southern California. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like get it good. You know what I mean? Because that'll be like great, man. You can go into a little a food spot, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like they do serve like a cannabis cafe. I can get a cannabis coffee, a cannabis burger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's good social time, you know what I'm saying? Good social networking.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Outside the cannabis.
Yep. Even like going to a dispensary, you might say shit. Then, like I said, it'll open up doors for them to sell products that's not cannabis infused. So you might have something that you like a lot. You feel me? Oh shit, they got my my Twinkies, my cupcakes. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, well, two things I'd like to add to that. Number one, usually when something is vetoed, that means it was passed. It was passed by the people beneath the governor, and it got to his desk, and he's the one who vetoed it. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
so there was some people in favor of it. And the second thing, if you think about what's currently legal right now, like you can do a cigar lounge, right, or you can do a hookah lounge,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm,
it seems like it should be able to fall under one of those. I mean, cigar lounges, it says the primary purpose has to be to sell tobacco and tobacco products, but the hookah
mm.
lounges are commonly found, with food and as part of restaurants. So I don't really see how it could be different. But I think if they were to revisit that, I think that should be the avenue they should take. Try to emulate the hookah lounge model.
Yeah, and I think it will
They
be
probably need to
revisited.
reword it.
Yep. Yep. I think it will be revisited down the line because I believe it's beneficial to the like Cuzzo said to the community. Because it brings people together. You can have events at your lounge. Allow vendors to come. It creates opportunity for money. The city makes money off of it through the taxes. So it's another way in this industry for people to be able to provide for their families. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a big thing. And like we said, if you're interested in learning more about what's going on with the bills that Governor Newsom signed and the bills that he vetoed, because it's more bills that he signed, into law, and there's more bills that he vetoed that's gonna sit there till next time. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So if you want to find out more information, go slide and dig into it though. We gonna kind of jump off the weed a little bit, but smoke your shit and listen to what we about to talk about though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Hold on, real quick though. Gavin Newsom, you the governor of California. California is with the ganja, man.
we
Get with the ganja, bro.
and the way bruh look, I think he be blowing anyway when he go home. All the shit he be dealing with, he probably go sit in his little chambers and get high as a
Man,
motherfucker. You know what I mean? But
got that eye crusher pen, huh?
shout out to Eye Crusher. You know what I mean? But look, we gonna talk about California. Got a lot of shit rocking right now. California got a lot of different things going on. And the man Governor Newsom is behind it, and a lot of other Republicans and Democrats and stuff like that that's pushing the line and stuff. So another thing that just happened in recent news, um, California just banned 4 additives that goes in the food. And these additives have been known to cause hypertension, hyperactivity, nervous system damage, and an increased risk of cancer. And here are the four additives. Is red dye number 3, which is found in a whole bunch of different products from the Hostess cupcakes to fucking Frito Lay chips to Gatorade drinks, Powerade drinks, and a whole bunch of different stuff. Then we got potassium bromate. We got bromated vegetable oil, and then let me get this word. We got propylparaben. Propylparaben. These are
That's right.
all these are all additives that has been in the food, and I'm whoop de whoop age though, right? So I've been eating this shit for a minute. You feel me?
I like that. I like that.
You
How
know what
old
I
is you, nigga?
mean?
I'm multi whoop age.
Yeah, so a nigga been eating this shit for a long time, and it's a lot of your favorite foods and snacks that is going through a trip. They probably going like, oh, what the fuck, California? Oh, what the fuck? So they got to figure out how to still get us these products without them additives. And it just goes to show you, like, when I read this and seen this, I was like, damn. So for all these years, we've been eating these things that is known to help with cancer and to help with these certain things, ailments that can come from it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just about money, man. It's just about money at the end of the day. It's not about the consumer's health and protecting the consumer. That's why it's like shit, man. I'm
There,
glad they banned that shit though, and I'm glad a lot of these companies is going through what they going through to try to figure out, how to get this shit up out of their products.
they're already banned in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, China, Japan, and European Union.
Been banned for years, right?
Yeah.
For
Man,
years, you
that
know.
shit cool though. That shit cool that like that information is being brought out to like get rid of this shit. But for everybody that's whoopty whoop age, that's within that age group,
Right,
tough as a motherfucker.
man.
Because we grew up off that shit, you know what I'm saying? And if we ain't like gone due to like some gang violence and some shit like that, like we here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And pushing around and we able to be like, damn, nigga, we used to eat all of this shit.
man, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we tough as a motherfucker. That's for the millennials and all that.
Yeah,
Pay
you.
attention.
Yeah, cause it's like for me, like, nigga, fuck up some Skittles. Then in the past, them fucked up
Man,
the M&Ms, the Twix, the Snickers, all this different stuff. Even some of like breads that you make sandwich with. You know what I mean? To instant rices, to the instant potatoes, to all these different things that have been brought to us to oh, you got to work so hard, so you make some instant mashed potatoes, make the instant rice, and make the instant this. You know what I'm saying? So
hey,
it's kind of fucked up though.
hey, tell me what you think about this. It's like even though these ingredients right here is gonna be is the cause of such and such. Why do you think they putting this news out here that's gonna cause a big old dent or maybe even a downfall to the production of the shit that you know what I'm saying they putting out?
I think first and foremost it's because everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of people are on a health push. Whether individually or trying to get other people involved. A lot of people is on that health push, and what I've noticed, it's a lot of people in that whoop de whoop age group. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that's looking at some of the things, and it's some people that's dealing with certain ailments to where it's like, damn, a motherfucker need to do better. A motherfucker need to make a switch. You know what I'm saying? And like for me
Mm,
personally, I don't have no ailments or nothing like that of to why I made my switch. Of why I stopped eating certain things and all that kind of stuff. Though for me, it was just like, damn,
personal choice.
personal choice. And another big reason was like my pops. Rest in peace, pop. Pops had diabetes. He was a diabetic. You know what I'm saying? Slim dude, you know what I'm saying? In shape dude, though, but he was a diabetic and he went blind from it and passed away from it and stuff like that, though. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like, okay, yeah, I'm not dealing with that in my life, you know what I'm saying, right now. And I don't want to deal with that. And I know as you get older, it's like more you should be doing for yourself to take care of yourself because, you start breaking down. We all put here, we all got to go. You feel me? But the way I look at it is I want to live my life as healthy as possible, as healthy as I can, and get to that point to where I'm healthy as I can be. So that way, maybe I prevented me having to go get high blood pressure medicine. Maybe I prevent me from having to get some diabetic pills or getting a diabetic shot or having hypertension or, having gout, because I see, man, so many people that I know dealing with all these different kind of ailments and still be stubborn into the way like, man, I'm still finna fuck this pork chop up. You know, I'm still finna, eat this, and do the things that they know is not working. It's just like canned soda, I hate to get on here and like just be bashing the shit that everybody like though, but it's like canned soda. They have like vegetable oil in it, the bromated vegetable oil in the canned sodas and stuff, and those are things just in women, with breast cancer. Those are things that can heighten a woman's chances of getting breast cancer. You know what I'm saying? And it's just deeper than me personally. Like me and you was talking earlier, and I was telling you about like my mom's back in the days, and I know it was a gang of mothers like this, either Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Sprite. You know what I mean? Mom's always had the 2 liter of the Coca-Cola. I mean, of the Pepsi. She stayed with a Pepsi, always a Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them things had them chemicals in it. Thank God moms ain't, dealing with no ailments or nothing like that though. But it's somebody out there that is dealing with some ailments and stuff like that though, that consuming them kind of things helped contribute to that ailment. And that's all,
Yeah.
it's because it's bigger than just it's bigger than just one person or just one community. And if you can see the trend of these other countries that been having stuff banned, like China just banned, they been had a gang of things banned, but they just banned Kellogg's, Frosted
Yeah, I heard
Flakes,
that.
and a lot of other cereals because the ingredients in the cereals that help give it their shelf life is what, and the frost on it is what contributes to causing cancer and different diseases and stuff like that though. And I just believe if a person is aware, hey man, it's your choice. Eat what you want, enjoy what you want, however you want to do it. You feel me? But if you have the knowledge of it, of what's going on, you have the choice, to make a change and stuff like that though. But I just think because it's highlighted right now, we in the age of health, of trying to be healthy, green this, green that, vegan this and vegan that, and even to jump into the veganism shit. That shit is, as far as the vegan food in grocery stores and stuff. That a lot of that shit be bullshit because it's a money play, And just to keep it 100, the best thing to do is if you go into the store and you trying to make a change, plant-based vegan, read the ingredients. If it's something you don't know, leave that shit alone. If it's a word you can't pronounce, leave that shit alone. Or just cook from the dirt, you know. Buy your fruits, vegetables, and stuff like that, or grow your shit and come that way.
Man. But it like that shit is crazy the way this switch is going as far as this little health movement.
Yep.
Both sides is like me. I'm not nigga, I still eat bacon burgers. You know what I'm saying? I probably had like a bacon burger double probably yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
On
But
the
it's
real.
like I believe if you still take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? It's like that element is gone. You know what I'm saying? I understand it's like you are what you eat, you know what I'm saying? But I believe like if you keep yourself up, do a little cardio, a little push ups, do a little jumping jacks, you walk, you know what I'm saying, ride your bike. If you take care of yourself in that aspect, I believe either way, you know what I'm saying, you have a fighting chance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Because in my opinion, neither way is a fucking guarantee to 100 years.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? In today's age, neither way is a guarantee. But you know what I'm saying? It's like either way, a lot of people are comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you choose to eat this old greasy ass pork chop or you choose to like, you know what I'm saying, grow your own herbs and like go about it this way.
On the
It's
real.
personal choice and personal preference. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? But don't discontinue the information that's out there because a lot of that shit is really good to know. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? If me personally, if I had like the land and all of that shit, the proper soil, the proper resources, best believe I will be growing and eating a lot of my own vegetables. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? A lot of my own fucking vegetables. You know what I mean? If I knew how to form the proper way, I'd probably be fucking raising my own chickens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? At least I know, you know what I'm
What it,
saying, the
yeah,
shit is
that's the
coming
best
from
way.
me.
Yep. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't got that right now. You know what I mean? And the way that I'm going, like, yes, I do know some of the health scares. You know what I mean? I just found out, I don't know how true it is. KFC can't even be called Kentucky Fried Chicken because the shit is not chicken.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
That shit fucked me up. I'm like, shit.
A bullshit.
You know what
Damn.
I'm saying? And make a motherfucker like think
Yeah.
like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers like, nigga, I'm whoopty whoop age. You know what I'm saying? I've been eating this shit for whoopty whoop amount of years. You mean to tell
Man.
me this ain't yicken?
Man. Because it probably fall under that clone shit though. But look, man,
Yeah.
yeah, everybody, I think everybody should really take heed to different things and pay attention, man. Whatever floats your boat, make it happen. Like I said, I'm not on here trying to bash people that eat meat, cause I ain't bashing people that don't eat meat. You know what I mean? We just giving out the information and shit. You feel me? But look, before we dip up out of here, I wanted to say something about the Jada Pickett, man, to me, man, is burnt the fuck out though. With the way that she trying to like she doing the boy Will and shit, coming out with all this shit. Like, man, look, Jada, sit your ass down. Will Smith, go on and slide off, man, and pull out that dime piece you probably fucking with. You know what I'm saying? And y'all need to go on and make that divorce happen, man.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? She's not relevant. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And this is her only way to relevance. Her kids is not finna get her to relevance. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, you kind of weird as a motherfucker, but
Mm-hmm.
weird in like a cool way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like you know what I'm saying? Your little red top table, whatever that shit is, that shit ain't, you know what I'm saying? But Will Smith, on the other hand, it's like, you may take one of his most bullshitted movies and be like, shit, that shit was cool as a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You can just take the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. That shit is going to keep on playing and playing and playing. He
Yep.
getting more roles that's going to keep going and going and going. So it's like, shit, let me bash this nigga because everybody going to want to know what's going on with Will.
Yep.
Ain't
Yep.
nobody seeing what's going on with you, Jada.
Yeah, sit
You
your
know what
sit
I'm
your
saying?
ass down. Talking about she was a drug dealer, a D boy girl. You know what I mean, doing her thing. But I ain't even gonna lie. Back in the days, I used to have a crush on Jada Pickett, her and Jasmine Guy, and they both of them came to my high school when I went to Compton High though. But look, man, we want to thank all y'all that tap in and tune in with us, man. Best way to smoke.
Hit that like button, subscribe, tell a friend, make sure you hit that notification bell, and then go tell some more friends.
And
It's
some
Serpo
more.
Jr., baby.
And some more. Best way.